The previous two Halloween films left a few questions unanswered, like who is this man in black and why are all these fawn figures popping up? So fans were hoping that Halloween 6 would answer the questions. Well, it did, and created more unanswered questions than it started with. The film starts off with an older Jamie Lloyd who is giving birth in some weird room. The weird room is owned by a cult. The cult were the ones that made Michael Myers evil in the first place. Already the film has made Michael Myers not frightening. It was scarier when he was just a killer going around murdering everyone for no reason. So Jamie Lloyd escapes with the baby, but Michael starts following her. Eventually he kills Jamie Lloyd, but the baby's nowhere to be seen. The baby's father is actually Michael, who is Jamie's uncle. So now Michael's a fan of incest. I mean, what the fuck? Also, he's trying to kill Jamie so he can kill off his bloodline. But how come he made her pregnant? Then he wants to find and kill the baby. But the baby is found by Tommy Doyle from the first Halloween film. This time he is played by Paul Rudd, and he is the worst fucking character in the entire series. I like Paul Rudd and his comedies like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and I Love You Man, but he cannot fucking act seriously. We first see him spying on a half-naked woman. The woman is Cara Strode, who is of course a relative of Laurie Strode. She is living in the old Michael Myers house, and of course Michael comes back to kill them. Also, he wants to kill the baby. Throughout the film it starts explaining what the fawn symbol is. Doesn't explain much about the cult it's been going on about, but at least it explains the symbol hardly anyone noticed from the previous two films. As well as this theatrical cut of the film, there was also a producer's cut which explained more about the cult and had less deaths. But the theatrical version has loads of the producer's cut missing and a ton more deaths. Dr. Loomis isn't in it much, and when he is, he just doesn't seem like himself. It feels like the writer has only seen bits of the other films and none of them with Dr. Loomis in it. Dr. Loomis and Tommy goes to Tommy's house where the man in black is revealed to be a co-worker of Dr. Loomis from the hospital in the first film. The cult takes away Cara, her son, and Jamie's son, who is called Steven. Dr. Loomis and Tommy get up and follow the cult back to the headquarters. Tommy finds Cara in a maximum security ward. He breaks her out and Michael starts following them. They manage to hide from him and he starts killing loads of people in an operating room. Tommy and Cara find the children and run away with Michael close behind them. Basically they get out with Loomis, but Tommy stays and starts beating Michael with a lead pipe. For some reason Michael starts bleeding green blood. I mean, come on, what's wrong with him? Is he an alien or something? Dr. Loomis says he is going to stay because of some unfinished business. Then we see Michael's mask with a needle next to it and hear Dr. Loomis's scream. The scream sounds like he's dying rather than finding out that Michael is alive, and sadly it was Donald Pleasance's final sound that ever captured on film. The film is a huge pile of steaming, confusing, convoluted shit. The acting is nowhere near an improvement to the awful performances in the last two films. The death scenes are mediocre except for when the man is being electrocuted. There are a lot of overused strobe effects. I thought I was going to end up having a seizure or something. The plot is the worst of all. It seems like it took them 5 minutes to think it up. I hate this film and it's the worst of the series so far. I give it an F-.